All right. We live. We missed that first drive, but I mean, nothing really happened. They missed the field goal. That's pretty much what they do. I can't believe Andrew Thomas got benched though. Like that quick, he got benched. Really? Look at the offense. Look at people getting open. Jason Garrett is actually running some stuff that's getting people open today. Like finally, he's getting Evan Ingram open, wide open. Look at Landon Collins. See, with Landon Collins on the field, everything is just like you just immediately can get it moving. Oh, look at Devontae Freeman making somebody miss. Look at it. Look at I love this. Everybody can get right against Washington. It's a get right game. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We didn't really miss much. We just missed a missed field goal. Regular Washington behavior. Let's go ahead and get up this field. See, I don't like that. Daniel Jones made the wrong read. He should have kept the football and ran with it on that play. What's going on, man? We in here. Andrew Thomas got benched for our third round tackle. That's crazy to me, but so far he looks decent. That's sad though. Andrew Thomas just got benched like that. Dang. He didn't block that play, Matt Parrott. Who's that? CJ Board? Oh, that's CJ Board. All right. Yeah, this should be an easy one. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is our first one. See, Joe Judge does that weird Bill Parcells tree stuff like Belichick and Tom Coughlin where people get benched. Who knows if Matt Parrott will even play this whole game? Like he might be having Matt Parrott just play the first drive. Deion Lewis in the backfield. I can't tell if Austin Mack is on the field or not. All right, Deion Lewis for the first down. Yeah. Washington is horrible. They're letting us kind of get up the field easy. They're letting us just get up the field easily. They're letting us do whatever we want to do. 30% in the red zone. And this is when he goes to his little. Okay. Darius Slayton. Can he get up the field? No. That got shut down. I like the creativity in the red zone though, because he usually does something stupid. But you think Darius Slayton should have cut up the field sooner? But who knows? But that's real good discipline by their defense because they committed to Evan Ingram at first and they recovered pretty quick. But there was nowhere for him to go. All right, so CJ Board isn't on the field. I mean CJ Board is on the field, but Austin Mack isn't on the field yet. So it seems like them cutting Damian Ratley was more about Damian Ratley being bad or CJ Board being good than Austin Mack. Because Austin Mack hasn't touched the field yet. I thought he would be on the field as one of our starting three. So what is it? 3rd and 8. We got to get in. They got Kyle Allen. I mean, he's all right. All right, Daniel Jones has got to throw the ball. Wonder if anybody was open, but at least he protected the football. Because he had time, but if no one was open, I guess he couldn't do anything. Time, like I said, time to put in Austin Mack. All these receivers couldn't none of them get open. And that sack is going to go to Cam Fleming, and people are going to call him some bad tackle. But I mean, that was like 4 seconds. That was like 4 seconds. Except our field goal kicker can make these field goals. Washington hooked that field goal right, so it should be right down the middle. It better be. Better be. All right. Perfect. Up 3. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do that, you know. NFL bite. I got Graham Gano on my fantasy team. I know we was going to kick these field goals, so what can you do? Man, this is a type of game where we should win very easily, but if we do that weird stuff in the red zone, who knows? I mean, we'll still pretty. I think we'll win this game easily, but this is a game that we should win by like 20, to be honest. The way that we ran the ball and we were able to just get down the field easily, we should win this game like very easily. But they might make it more difficult than it needs to be. I'm just looking for my first win in one of these fantasy leagues. I think the Giants defense will get a turnover here. Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan has been playing for. Ryan Kerrigan got drafted, I think in like 2012. I mean, it's at least been 8 years. He's been playing for a while. Ryan P. Kerrigan. P. Ryan Kerrigan. His name is Patrick. Yeah, he got drafted in 2011. So he's been in the league for a while. Been at it for a minute. Let's go ahead and change this thumbnail real quick. I don't know why they're not letting me do it. All right, I'm going to have to back out of here. Lamar already scored a touchdown. Thanks. All right, Kyle Allen is. Yeah, you guys should beat the Cowboys pretty easy. You should, but the Cowboys have a lot of firepower, so I don't know. But you also don't have Chandler Jones either, so I don't know. I don't know if you can beat them without Chandler Jones because they're going to score some points. And the Giants defense, no matter how bad our whole team is, the Giants defense is actually pretty solid, and we gave up like 37 to them. Yeah, Andy Dalton isn't a bad player. He's he's someone that's been in the playoffs like pretty much almost every season he's played. Especially when he has talent around him. His problem was that he didn't have anybody around him besides Tyler Boyd. So he's not good enough to carry a team, but if he has talent on offense, he should be pretty good. All right, shut down this run. Thank you. I'm not worried. I am not worried about this offense. They don't look dangerous at all. And the one drive that they put together, they missed the field goal. Yeah, Devontae Freeman stole somebody's ankles earlier. Like that was ridiculous. Like it's 2012 or something. All right, let's go ahead and get this interception. Get this intercept. I called it. I called it. Why are you throwing it to James Bradbury? Who is Scary Terry? Who is that? I told you, don't throw it over there. All them Washington fans came and telling me that Scary Terry was going to do this to Bradbury, and you throw it to him, and look what happens. Don't throw it over there. Pick someone else. Pick someone else. That's not the guy. Terry is not scary against James Bradbury. Scary is not Terry against James Bradbury. Well, he's playing because they're not going to play Haskins because he still has an illness. And Alex Smith averaged like 2 yards per throw last week. So there's pretty much no other option unless they wanted to get, magical or, frisky and sign Colin Kaepernick or somebody. But they're not going to do that. Yeah, this is going to be one of those kind of games. You want to force it to Terry? Not against James. Yeah, I got to get this thumbnail changed because no one's jumping in this stream because there's no thumbnail. People are so particular on here. So where do we at set up at the 27? So yeah, this needs to be a touchdown. I'm sick of it. This needs to be a touchdown right here. Go ahead and get in the end zone. Let's go. Like I tried to tell people all week that James Bradbury has been locking people up. Like he has been locking everyone up. And they're telling me that somehow like Terry, he's not the best receiver that he's played so far. He just locked up Amari Cooper. One catch for 8 yards. And he wasn't even guarding him on that. Oh, okay, that was his own. All right, go ahead and get in the end zone right here. Solid little 4 yards. Yeah, but he threw that right to James Bradbury. I mean, that was just a bad decision in general. Just an all around bad decision. All right, with 2nd and 6. Let's get in the end zone soon, like on this play. Okay, shrug him off. Shrug him off. Threw that away. Okay. Baker Mayfield threw a pick 6. What else is new? Yeah, he definitely tried to force it. Yeah, I'm trying to get a thumbnail for this video. Is that a touchdown? Finally! Finally! What's going on with Darius Slayton? Is he limping? What's going on with Darius Slayton? Where is he? Why are you going all the way in the tunnel, man? You got to relax on that, man. I mean, that's the first one-on-one he's had forever. I need like 3 or 4 more of those today, man. Just to get the stats back to respectable. Thought it was a drought. Yeah, I mean Washington will help you get right. Washington will help you get all your confidence back. So this should be a get right game. Finally got me a thumbnail for this. All right, man. We're up 10-0. We shouldn't blow a 10-point lead to this team. Like I don't expect them. I really don't expect them to be able to score besides that field goal that they missed. And I didn't see on that last drive did Blake Martinez come back? You said it could be a Hellcat. Yeah, I don't expect. I don't expect. I don't expect them to do much scoring. Matt Parrott looks pretty decent though at left tackle. I cannot believe they benched Andrew Thomas though. Imagine that. Alex Smith had, like I said, Alex Smith averaged 2.2 yards per pass. He'll get in the game, probably in the second quarter after after Kyle Allen throws like 3 or 4 interceptions. Keep trying to call it dude Kyle Thomas. Man, let Darius Slayton do his thing, man. He's the only person that we can throw the ball to. He's got all the touchdowns, all the yards. Everybody else is just there. Don't let that ball go out of bounds. Perfect. Thank you. That's what we want. That idiot fielded the ball. I swear it would have bounced out of bounds. Wow, though. Andrew Thomas is really on the bench. Yeah, that's what happens when you have one person on Darius Slayton and there's no safety over the top. Go get him, Marcus. Go get him. He's wide open? Wow. Marcus Golden almost got him. Andrew Thomas was, yeah, he was giving up pressure. But at the same time, if you watch the whole game, sometimes he would give up pressure. Other times, as long as Andrew Thomas got his hands on people, they didn't move. But I mean, he should be back. He should be back eventually. I don't think they'll just keep the first round pick on the bench like that. They're leaving guys wide open in the flat. They got to make that adjustment. Go ahead and make that adjustment and shut down these little check downs. And they busted the coverage. They gave up like 20 something yards to that tight end. You know Logan Thomas, their tight end. He used to be on the Giants. He used to be the quarterback. He used to be like a quarterback on our practice squad. Logan Thomas, their tight end. Yeah, he's gonna have to throw that away. I don't know if I started late, but this stream is dead today. All right, y'all gotta shut down this Ryan. Running all these trick plays. Did I have Slayton on the bench in my fantasy league? Yeah, I think I had him on the bench for Chase Claypool. Wow. Chase Claypool better give me some points because if not, it's always something. Always something with these dudes. Yeah, I don't know who that team is. The Washington football team, I mean, they're driving. They're driving. The Washington football team. Like they should just say Washington. I mean, like they should never say the football team because when you look up players on the team, they just say he plays for the football team. Like they should just make them have to say the Washington football team because like the football team is if I'm not watching football and I just look somebody up and I'm like, so what, they don't play for anybody? Yes, but man, what a mess. They're such a mess. To look like this at the beginning of the game against the Giants, like you gotta be mess. You gotta be a mess. I expect us to get some kind of a stop here though. Like honestly, this team doesn't belong. I wanted Dwayne Haskins bench because I thought the quarterbacks behind him were better, but all of these guys are horrible. And Haskins might have been their best guy. So I feel like at this point, you just gotta. They're not going to put Haskins back in there. Like if I'm Haskins, I don't want to be there. So this team, I don't see scoring points against most teams. Like they're really driving against us with like McKissick and Antonio Gibson throwing short passes to them, swing passes. Okay. Yeah, they gotta to get it to Terry. You gotta throw it against David Mayo. What is Blake Martinez out? Where is he? Yeah, Blake Martinez is still out, so that's why David Mayo is going to let Terry catch these easy passes. All right. I don't know what's going on with Blake Martinez, but we need him back in there because I'm not one for giving up these easy first downs when they don't need to be scoring. Yeah, Haskins is definitely the most entertaining. But like I said, he might be. Look at look at their offense though. Kyle Allen, he seems like a mix between the two because he's going to take all of the safe throws, but he's still turning it over. Alex Smith is throwing it like 2 yards every play. At least Haskins was like getting something done. And I don't understand why Bradbury isn't following McLaurin. Logan Ryan has no business covering Terry McLaurin when we had Bradbury. Like we're paying Bradbury to shut down guys, and we won't put them on them. Like it's ridiculous to me. All right, get him, get him. Thank you, thank you. No, he was down. But yeah, that's a nice sack by Leonard Williams. What about all these dudes that didn't want Leonard Williams back so you could pay, for Corey Littleton or something? No, he's not Revis, but he's been shutting these guys down all season. He's not Revis, but I mean, I'm just telling you what I've seen. He's been locking these dudes up. Like Amari Cooper 8 yards, Robert Woods like what 16 yards. Like he's been shutting dudes down every week. I don't know why Kyle Allen didn't throw that ball away, but I'll take the sack. Go ahead. Leonard Williams is dominating this entire team. Like how many tackles? I know he did not just trip trying to celebrate. Leonard Williams has been dominating this whole front though. Ridiculous. Like y'all wanted to exactly you wanted to take money away from Leonard Williams so you could go sign Corey Littleton. Like Leonard Williams is a beast. Like who else were we going to give the money to? 3rd and 24 because of Leonard Williams. They're throwing the screen. Look at this. Look at this, man. Only man, look at this. This is what happens when you don't want to follow. You don't want when you don't want to have your best corner follow a guy. You get unaware people over there that get them back in the field goal range. Let's hope Dustin Hopkins can miss his second field goal. The one thing with McLaurin, you just don't want him in open space. You just don't want McLaurin in open space because that's going to happen every time. And like, you put unaware Ryan Lewis or whoever was on him or Logan Ryan. I don't know what's going on, but he just missed his second. He barely made that field goal. All right, 10-3. We got to get back in the end zone because and like now I got to hear about these funky Washington fans coming up telling me that Terry McLaurin did this and this against against Bradbury when Bradbury hasn't given up a catch so far. So like let's be real. They picked this game to finally not put him on one receiver. Only a Miller Grove. Yeah. All right, we need this is my week. If we only win what, one or two games this year or whatever, this is one of my weeks where we need to be having fun. So I need to see a lot more points. I need to see us in the end zone some more. I need some more interceptions. I need all of it. Like I need to see. I need to see the whole playbook because we can run whatever we want against them. Dustin Hopkins missed their first field goal. They should be up. I mean, they should be tied with a 6-3. I mean, what am I talking about? We should be up 10-6 right now, but he missed their first field goal. All right, what is going on with Lamar though? He's got a. They're up 14-0, but fantasy wise, he is killing me every week. And Chase Claypool, why don't you have any catches? I benched you for. I benched Slayton for Claypool. And right now, Slayton looks like he's going to have like a what, 2 or 3 touchdown game because they're not going to guard him. This is the last time I start, man. I guess Claypool is a deep threat, so I'll give him. I'll give him a break. Leonard Williams is having a game though. He's dominating. Let's go. Let's take this back. Let's take a kick back. When is the last time we've seen a kick get taken back? Like that never happens anymore. Maybe once a season in the entire NFL. It used to happen like once every 3 weeks. All right. That 140-yard play is against yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the last time I trust a Steelers receiver to win me a game in fantasy. I started Deontay Johnson last week, and Claypool had 4 touchdowns. Then I start Claypool this week, and he doesn't have a catch. And Slayton is on the bench. Like, what a man, ridiculous. Why did they decide? Thank you. Get up. What is wrong with the oh my God, he's gone. He should have been gone. That was the worst camera work I've ever seen because I didn't even get fooled by that option. I didn't get fooled, and the cameraman was staying in the backfield. That's the worst camera work I've ever seen. That's ridiculous, man. That's the worst camera work I've ever seen. Like, what are they doing? Only Jason Garrett brings in Austin Mack, a wide receiver, to come in and line up at tight end and try to block on a run play. And guess what? It gets stuffed. What did you expect? And Andrew Thomas is back in the game. See, this is what I expected from Joe Judge. This is exactly what I expected. I knew that he was probably putting in Matt Parrott for one drive or just the first quarter because Andrew Thomas is back in the game now. Thank you. Get it to Caden Smith. This is not a drive to kick a field goal, so we need to pick up this third down. You can't have big plays and kick field goals. Landon Collins should be playing linebacker. He shouldn't be playing safety. That's his problem. And look at this idiot coach with his nose out. Yeah, there you go. It's like he was listening to me. Throw the ball, throw the ball. He's open. Look at Evan Ingram. That ball is behind him. Evan Ingram's doing his thing. Last couple weeks, he's been reliable. Those first 2 or 3 games, Evan Ingram was really getting on my nerves. And they're tacking on what 10 more yards to that. They call roughing the passer for that. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, let's get Daniel Jones his second touchdown because this is the game to get your stats up. This is the game to do it. But this is exactly what I thought with Joe Judge. Like he probably was starting Matt Parrott for that one drive. All right, why did he throw that there? I mean, I guess he didn't have time to throw it away, but that wasn't going anywhere. That was not set up at all. Like that was a horribly designed screenplay as far as execution. And I bet if I look at this replay, it's going to be a wide receiver that was a lead blocker on that screen. All right, I'm looking for an Austin Mack sighting. That was bad. What is going on, guys? Third and goal. Get in the end zone, man. Ron Payne just whooped him. Oh, boy. Get in the end zone. All right, that looks like a one-on-one at the bottom of the screen with Slayton. Oh, look at that. Get him a block. Get him. Oh, man. We're going for it. At the 1 yard line, we're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. Andrew Thomas has just been struggling to get his hands on people and getting his hands inside. But like I said, it looks like we're going for it. Oh, nope. We're kicking a field goal. Wow. Whatever. We're up 13-3, so I don't expect them to be able to come back from this, but I really wish we would have went for it. I mean, it was technically roughing the passer, but it's just a weak call. Like it's just a complete weak call. He grabbed his ankle. Like apparently you can't do that. Well, I mean, I know you can't do it after the throw, but it's just a tic tac call. They only called it because Daniel Jones fell. See, the thing is that the Giants are doing what they normally do. Like they're doing these things to where they're getting into the red zone and they're having to settle for field goals. But the team that they're playing against isn't good enough to be able to put up 7. So we can keep on putting up 3 all day and we'll win this game easily. Like it'll look like a blowout. Because we'll get in the red zone probably like 3-4 more times at least. So it just depends what we do there. But I expect them to turn the ball over at least 2 more times. So I mean, I'm expecting some more points just because they're going to turn the ball over. Like we know they will. But what horrible camera work on that run by Daniel Jones, though. Yeah, like what horrible camera work. What's going on? Yeah, that's. I mean, I was expecting one of those. The thing is, in like week 3 or week 2, Daniel Jones almost scored on one of those run plays, but Caden Smith missed the block. This time he just got ran down. But pretty much, they just did a horrible job recording that. Like it looked like to me that he kept the ball and he was running with it, but the cameraman was just so focused on being in the backfield that it just fooled me back into thinking that he didn't run with it. So maybe Andrew Thomas. We've been running this corner kick against them all game, and if they let it bounce, that might go out of bounds. But they're not letting it bounce. So let's see if I can find any answers on Twitter about Andrew Thomas. See if I can find anything. What's going on, Ravens 8? Yeah, I think the explanation for Andrew Thomas is just going to be the same thing as what happened with Cam Fleming a couple of weeks ago, where Joe Judge just said he wanted to get paired some snaps. I wouldn't look too deep into it, I guess. All right, they need to block. I mean, they need to stop the run. What's Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow's up 21-0. Oh yeah, they gotta get Sam Darnold into they gotta get Sam Darnold over to the Colts. Because Phillip Rivers is not going to get it done for you. Leonard Williams is having a game. Look at this. Okay, this time Leonard Williams is lined up on the edge. That's a sack. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So it looks like we're going to see Leonard Williams on the edge a lot more because Lorenzo Carter is out. What's the score for the Ravens game right now? Let's check on them. I got Lamar on my fantasy team. I just need some more points for him, like points. Yeah, you don't have to jump on his back. Like I said, it's hilarious that the Washington starting tight end is our former practice squad quarterback. That's just hilarious to me. I know, man. I know Jonathan Taylor did not get injured. Ravens up 17. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. It's just no teams in this division is really good. Week to week, it just looks different. There's no real good teams in this division. I just need y'all to shut down Miles Sanders. I'm a Giants fan. All right, we got to clamp up, running a screen right here. Oh, somebody just leveled him. 83 just got laid out. Isaiah Wright. Oh, okay. He ran into the back of his offensive lineman. Yeah, I definitely respect the Ravens too. I like most of the players on the Ravens. With the whole AFCs, I mean the whole AFC North. I like the Bengals because I like Joe Burrow, but yeah, I feel you. Those are your division teams. Oh, the Dallas. Dallas is in your top three. That's a lot of teams. That could be the Packers. I would expect that to be the Packers. But that could also be it could be a lot of teams. Yeah, that could be a lot of teams. But the ones that I've seen consistently look like they're paying off the rest is definitely the Packers. Like they just let it fly. They just let them do whatever they want. Yeah, but I've seen them get some crazy calls. Well, I mean, I could understand how you could hate the Patriots as a Ravens fan, but I don't think they pay off refs. I just think they were definitely cheating, but I don't think that they were paying off the refs to cheat. I think they were just cheating in other ways. All right, come up and make this tackle. Let's go. Let's get the ball back. All right, let's go back, get some money. Is that Blake Martinez back out there? Perfect. Okay, that's why we're in business. I know they did not run into that punter. I know they did not run into that punter. Oh boy. Hopefully it's running into the punter and not roughing the kicker. Like, if that's a 5 yard, then I mean they're probably going to decline it. So they're going to repunt that? That's stupid. They got the ball at the 1 yard line. Why would they repunt that? I would guess that the Steelers will be your first most hated team. So they're going to go for it. Yeah, I was expecting that to be the Steelers. Definitely. They're going to go for it. So if we stop them on this fourth down, we're going to get the ball back on the 41, on like the 39, 41 yard line instead of having it on the one. So they got to pick this up. And McLaurin is wide open. Leonard Williams misses a wide open sack and they convert. Incredible. I don't know what happened with Williams right there, but he just ran right past Kyle Allen. Wow. It's ridiculous. Is that an interception? Ah, close. Squealers. Yeah. Yep, the Pittsburgh Squealers. He swatted it, but I just felt like that would be an interception on that play. I would say my most hated team in all the sports is definitely the Eagles. Definitely. Like they're letting them just connect on these curl routes and hooks. Like the Bruins, yeah. I would say in baseball it would be the Astros just because they were doing all that cheating. They got like so many teams lost out on opportunities because of the Astros cheating. But as far as hockey, I mean, I'm from DC. I'm a Caps fan, but I'm not that deep into hockey, so I don't really have a rivalry that I really have a side in. Yeah, I used to go see some like Caps games every once in a while, but I don't really have a I don't really get that invested into it, but I like it more in person than on TV, definitely. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely different up there in Canada. Yeah, I never got into hockey too much. There's like a hockey center not too far away from when I went where I went to college, and the players used to the Caps players used to practice there. So that's about to the extent of how involved I got in it. So how'd you pick the Ravens? Being a Canadian, how'd you pick the Ravens to be your NFL team? Like out of all the teams, when did you become a Ravens fan? Like a couple of years ago, 2000 when they won the Super Bowl. What caused you to pick them? Yeah, Ray Lewis. Yeah, he was a beast. Fun to watch. Real fun to watch. But him and Ed Reed, they'd be able to play in this era, but it'd be a lot more boring. All right, McLaurin and Bradbury. I think he'll lock him up. Did that get? Of course, they threw him a screen. That almost got tipped. I almost got tipped. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. Fans from other countries, they usually see that one player and pick their team. Well, Ray Lewis was definitely fun to watch. Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and Terrell Suggs and all those guys. Even Ray Rice before everything that happened, he was good. All right, we need a turnover right here. That's way too much time that he's getting. All right, throw away first down. All right, we got to force it. Holding. Wow. Oh, you were at the Super Bowl? How was that, man? I've never been to a Super Bowl. I eventually want to go, but I've never been to one. No, no, I can't believe he gave that up. He used to be our practice squad quarterback. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like Julian Love has got to go. Like that is not. He's not even a natural tight end. This is again the Giants giving up points at the end of the half to close out the game and give the other team momentum. Like we cannot be giving up points at the end of these halves like this. Yeah. Yeah, how was it when the lights went out? I cannot believe that he let that tight end that they used to play quarterback. They're like fourth string tight end at the beginning of the season get that touchdown. Yeah, I don't even remember. Yeah. What's going on, done deal? Yeah, I mean, that had to be crazy when those lights went out though. Everybody thought it was some conspiracy of why they went out, but yeah, that was just weird. It was weird for everybody, so it had to be weird in person. Man, Julian Love is not my guy. That dude, like I said before, Logan Thomas was on our team as a practice squad quarterback, and right now no man. Like, come on now. And like the fact that we were able to run into them. That's basically a turnover because we ran into their punter and they decided to go for it. Like we cannot be giving up scores at the end of these halves. So what are they going to do now? They're going to go out and just run the clock out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Haskins. Who knows what Haskins will be doing? Who knows what Alex Smith will be doing? But I still feel pretty good if we can come out at the half, out of the half, and get a touchdown. Man, what a waste, man! I can't believe that. Instead of us getting the ball back, we run into their punter, give them confidence to go for it on fourth down, and they end up scoring on that, man. I can't believe he made that catch. And I feel like he put on some weight since he left the Giants. See if I can find this dude. See if I can find this dude in his Giants jersey. Let's see. The Giants have no business losing this game though. Like they really don't. That shouldn't even be an idea at this point. Wow. So when you bought the tickets that at that point right there, like the Giants should be up at least. The Giants should have 20 plus points on the board right now. See what the Bengals are doing. Mixing for one. All right, I'm gonna pull up Logan Thomas's picture for you guys. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to get to at least one Super Bowl. Said it's a weird sound. Let's see. See if I can hear it on my phone. If I pull up the stream. You said the sound stopped. It still stopped. It still stopped. All right, great. Okay, now where was I? Pulling up Logan Thomas on the Giants. That got intercepted. Wow, that's unlucky. Cam comes back and throws an interception like that. All right, let me transfer. Cleveland is beating. Cleveland is stomping out the Steelers like that. Pittsburgh. Hey, done deal. You got a fellow Pittsburgh Squillers fan. I mean hater here. Y'all can talk all day about how bad the Squillers are. That's what he's calling them, the Pittsburgh Squillers. Look at Nick Foles throwing these dice. Oh, they're winning. They got 24. Wow, I would have thought the. I thought they were getting blown out. All right, let's see. Oh, that's because Baker threw two interceptions. So Claypool is getting the big plays, but he's not getting in the end zone. I need some more, you know, touchdowns, catches. I need all of that. Yeah, Mayfield is out there throwing picks all over the place. You can't trust this dude from week to week. All right, let's pull up Logan Thomas, like I said before. Let's see. This dude right here, Logan Thomas. This dude right now is catching touchdowns against us. Like this is a quarterback. Like this is he's a quarterback. Like they just throw this out there and they're scoring against us. Really? I just wanted you guys to know, like he really was a quarterback on our practice squad. What a joke! Yeah, the Steelers. I mean, yeah, he did because first of all, he had to wait for everybody to get injured. He had to switch positions, wait for everybody to get injured, and now he's catching touchdowns against a team that cut him, and he's probably like, "I'm proving him wrong," but dude, you were a quarterback before. Joe Mixon is questionable. Ryan Tannehill is having a season. 14 for 19, 149 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Who are the Titans playing? Tannehill. Oh, over Deshaun? That's bad. Deshaun Watson is getting destroyed by Ryan Tannehill. And Derrick Henry has 85 yards. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, he's in a bad situation. Without Hopkins, he looks like a completely different quarterback. I mean, he can still extend the play and all that, but he does not have that. He can't throw up prayers anymore. I haven't gotten to really sit down and watch him for an entire game, but he doesn't look comfortable. Let's pick up, see what's going on Sunday Ticket. Check these scores. You said yeah. I mean, it's just bad, man. Deshaun Watson, he's just to blow that lead is just awful. Like, I almost feel bad for him, but you can't blow that lead either. Like, they fired Bill O'Brien, which they should have, but Deshaun Watson really blew a horrible lead. They let the Colts start to come back against the Bengals. Falcons are up 20 to nothing over the Vikings at halftime. So they look like they'll get their first win. The Lions are up 17 to 3. Matt Patricia's been on the hot seat. So it looks like he'll get a win. And everywhere else is pretty low scoring. Broncos up 12 to 3. Bears up 13 to 6 over the Panthers. Yeah, Giants up 13 to 10. Should be up a lot more than that, but whatever. Let's see what's going on with like Philip Rivers. It just is mind boggling to me that he's still in the league. Like, he's just so non-eventful for me. Got a touchdown to Trey Burton. They need to get Sam Darnold in Indianapolis quick, fast, and in a hurry. They should trade whatever. Trade. I wouldn't give up a first round, but they could probably get him for a third rounder. Get you Sam Darnold in Indianapolis, and their team immediately gets better. Like, immediately gets better. Who else could they trade for? Sam Darnold. I don't know who else will be on the trade block, but either way, they need to get somebody else in there because I just don't see Philip Rivers elevating them past like what they already are. That's what I'm saying. He's going to get benched at some point, and if they don't have Sam Darnold, then They're going to put in Jacoby Brissett, and I don't think he's better than Sam Darnold. All right, let's get back into this game, man. Usually halftime is pretty short. The Giants are getting the ball out of the half, and I expect them to take it and score with it, man. We've been able to run the ball, we've been able to throw the ball, but for some reason, when we get in the red zone, we're kicking a field goal. Like, we just got to capitalize on the red zone, and we should be fine. Like, we should be, like, right now, we should be up 21-0. Being honest, we're 21-6 because we're running into the kicker, giving them extra opportunities. Hey, that's just not going to work, man. And there's a penalty every week that just destroys us. Last week we got 2 touchdowns taken off of the board because of the referees. This time we give up 7 points because of the referees. Which, I mean, also there were mistakes we made, but I'm just saying we're letting the referees determine the outcome of these games. Like, we got to stop making stupid mistakes. Darnay Holmes is questionable. So Bradbury hasn't really been bad. He hasn't really done much as far as going up against McLaurin, but they're moving him around. So McLaurin looks like he's probably going to have a good game because they're moving him around and they refuse to have Bradbury follow him. All right, let's go. Is that Austin Mack? Why are these receivers always the lead blockers? Austin Mack gets his first catch, which is like a 2-yard catch. Yeah, at this point, if we lose to this team, like nobody can stop. Well, the Jets might have something to say about it because their schedule looks really tough too. And if they don't beat the Dolphins one time, then they're not going to win a game. But we have no business losing this game. All right, that's a solid, like, what, 5-6 yard run? 3rd and 4. We cannot come out of the half and go 3 and out. So let's pick up this first down and keep it going. Because right now they're up 7 minutes in time of possession, mostly because we ran into the kicker. So we got to swing that back. Swing that back the other way. But you got to look at their schedule, man. Where are they going to get these wins? Especially now since they've basically benched Sam Darnold. They just threw a flag on that. Wow, he didn't even get hit. He didn't even get hit, and they threw a flag because he tried to take out his head. I'll take the extra 15 yards, though. I'll take it all day. Sam Donald is they're saying that he's injured right now, but he's benched. They benched him not because he's playing bad, because they're probably just trying to get a higher pick. They got Joe Flacco in there stinking up the place. Like, remember that game where Sam Donald got hit and the dude landed on top of him? They're saying that is, oh, they did hit him. They hit him right in his helmet. But the thing is, we're getting flags because Daniel Jones doesn't know how to slide, which is hilarious. All right, that is caught. He dropped the ball, and he's injured too. CJ Board is injured. See, this is what happens when you suit up 4 wide receivers. Now we have 3 wide receivers on the team. Oh boy, we have 3 wide receivers that are active now. And after this guy drops a pass, too, like like this is a mess, man. Get him somebody who can catch the ball. And now CJ Board is going to be out, and we're going to have to put Ingram at wide receiver because we only have 3 wide receivers suited up now. Like, I don't understand how you can go into a game with 4 wide receivers getting jerseys. Like, I just don't get it. So Slayton, Golden Tate, and Austin Mack now, and Evan Ingram is going to be our 4th wide receiver. So Caden Smith will be our starting tight end. Toy Lolo is probably going to be our second tight end. I don't know who our third tight end is because I'm pretty sure Eric Tomlinson is inactive. So I don't know. We can't afford any of our wide receivers or tight ends to get injured at this point because we don't have anybody else there. We're going to have to start throwing running backs and tight ends at these spots. I mean, running backs and whoever else can just line up out there because they don't want to carry more than 4 wide receivers every game. So maybe Dion Lewis is going to be a slot receiver for us this game. Who knows? And then, like I said, on top of this, like we're also forgetting CJ Board just dropped a first down strike. CJ Board just dropped and gets injured. So you might as well have just caught it if you were scared to get hit. But yeah, the Jets are the team that's obviously. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dion Lewis probably has to go in the slot now. They're going to definitely play Evan Ingram at wide receiver, but Dion Lewis is probably going to play in the slot. Like he drops the ball, gets injured. Now we're at 3 receivers, so like I said, it's going to be Dion Lewis and Evan Ingram that's going to be that third receiver a lot of times because it doesn't look like they trust Austin Mack to be out there every play. I just don't understand it though. Like, how do you go into a game with 4 wide receivers with a jersey? Yeah, he did. Dion Lewis probably is a better receiver than CJ Board. Definitely got more catches and touchdowns. And maybe that's why they only go into the game with 4 wide receivers because they just figure that they'll throw Dion Lewis into the slot or Evan Ingram into the slot or in the outside because he's lined up outside a couple of times already. So they're definitely going to be activating Benjamin Victor after this game because it looks like CJ Board has a concussion and he's not going to be playing next week, especially on Thursday. So Benjamin Victor is going to get activated, which he should have already been activated and ready to come in this game, but whatever. But like I said, I just can't get over the fact that he dropped the ball too. And then with these injuries, sometimes they just take like 15 minutes to get the player off the. Like I mean, of course, you got to have empathy. Somebody's getting hurt, and that's sad and all. But like they're on the field, you're just on the field with the cart, just sitting there. Hopefully he can come back, man. Hopefully he's healthy, but I just wish he would have caught that ball. Yeah, man. Hopefully he's okay, but like I said, I just wish he would have caught the pass, wide open pass. And the guy, I mean, he didn't really do anything to him. I mean, his hand touched his helmet, and the momentum of it just like made his head hit the ground pretty hard. So yeah, Austin Mack looks like he's going to be in there for a while. Okay. See, Devontae Freeman gets up the field so much quicker than before. Like so much quicker. I mean, like not to hate on Saquon, he just gets up the field so much faster than him to where it looks like something's not blocked well, but he'll get 7-8 yards out of it. No, that's not Austin Mack. That was CJ Board. Austin Mack is on the field. Yeah, Austin Mack is still on the field. Man, I'm sick of like all of this. We're going to establish the run. We're some hard. Like we don't have the players up front to run the ball in short yardage against a defensive front like this. Why are you coming out in the I formation like you're going to punch somebody in the mouth? Like in short yardage, you need to be running some kind of trickery. And now they're probably going to go for it on 4th and 2. Like, come on, man. Let's go ahead and get this first down. I mean, well, they tell you not to move when they think you have like a concussion or a spinal injury because it can mess up your spine and you can get paralyzed. So they tell you not to move. That's why you saw them have that brace on his neck. So yeah, they're gonna punt it back to them, man. Like in short yardage situation, like do something that makes sense. Don't just you don't have the personnel to just run power O and just pick up a first down in short yardage against all of these first round picks. Like literally, their entire defensive line is a defensive line full of first round picks, and that was a horrible punt. I didn't like that at all. Inside the 20, but I feel like he could have done better compared to what we've seen this far. Like he's usually putting people on like the 5 yard line. That's what I'm saying. We got some winnable games. The NFC East is coming up. The NFC East is coming up. So, all right, let's get a turnover. This is getting ridiculous, man. Let's get a turnover. Let's get a turnover. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's so frustrating watching this team. Like anybody that has eyes sees that this team, like the only reason we're not scoring is because of stupid things we're doing. Like first of all, CJ Board drops that pass and goes out, and then on third and short, we run a power O. Like these power O formations with receivers as our lead blockers, they're not working, and we keep running it. And then we're not tackling. And then we're not tackling. Like, what's going on, man? And now Jabril Peppers is injured. And now Jabril Peppers is crawling around on the ground injured. Like, this is what I mean, man. Like, now he looks like he tore his ACL. Lay down, man. Like, lay down. Stop crawling all over the place. Oh, man, what's going on, Diablo? Like, look at this game. Like, we're probably still going to win this, but this is just ridiculous. Yeah, that looks like a thigh thing. That's not his ACL. He should be back. Yeah, that's a thigh thing. He probably might not be back this game, but he should be back soon. It looked like something more serious, but that looks like I said, like a thigh thing, a bruise. All right, third and four. We can get right back off the field and get our offense back on the field. So let's get a stop here. No, we're not losing to this team. I refuse to lose to this team. Absolutely not. Look, and then Ryan Lewis was covering McLaurin on that play. Like, why don't we just have Bradbury follow him? And McKissick burned. He burned. He burned our linebacker horribly. But Blake Martinez got killed on that play. Okay, just field the ball. There we go. That's all Golden Tate is good for these days. Just fielding punts. He doesn't catch anything anymore. He doesn't get anything, get any yards after the catch anymore. He just catches punts. He was being dramatic. He was just rolling around on the ground. Like, if you do have an injury, you're only making it worse by rolling around and standing up and trying to get up and run. Like, you're just making it worse at that point. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, if you got anything that's wrong with you, you're making it 10 times worse. And it's not like I mean I could say maybe he's in pain, but it's not like we haven't seen people's like bones go through their legs and all of that. So I mean, it couldn't have been that much pain. Yeah, not on the last time I played, I was like what, like 13, 12, 13. Not in high school or anything. Cornerback. Yeah, I didn't really play something serious. Yeah, you did get kicked off. Yeah, but I was just playing corner, punt returner. I don't think I've ever even played flag football. What'd you play in college? Yeah, by the time I got to high school, I just played basketball. Played basketball, ran track, uh, played baseball for a little bit, but mostly football and track. I mean, basketball and track. All right, we got the ball back. Let's go. We already got 94 yards rushing with 69 yards passing. All right, this will be Daniel Jones' second touchdown on this drive. Look at this. Okay, now, guys, I want you guys to watch that Jason Garrett is putting the receiver inside of the tackles. Like the receivers are constantly lining up inside the tackles. Why are you doing this? Like, what do you think they're going to do? There's no way that you're going to get any yards like this. Offside. I hope these referees realize when they take off their masks and put it in their pocket, they're contaminating their pocket. Like they're contaminating their pocket. And then when they reach back into their pocket and grab the mask, they're contaminating their hands. Like it's not really making sense that these referees are just throwing the mask in their pocket like this. All right. Caden Smith on the tight end screen. We actually picked up a first down like that. You wouldn't expect them to throw a screen to Caden Smith. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They better hope that no one on that field actually has anything in all of these games because these referees are not good. I mean, they might as well not wear a mask. They might as well just do what the players are doing. And you see what happens when they just turn around and oh my. See now that if that was Devontae Freeman in like 2015, that's like a 40-yard run. He would break away from that last tackle. But that was a good run. But like I said, about like what 10, you know, 3 4 years ago, that'd be like a 30-something yard run. Yeah, but the Titans, like the league is saying, like the Titans didn't even they weren't following most of the protocols. All right, picked up the first down. Yeah, the Titans don't have they weren't following protocol, and that's why they missed like 2 weeks. But if you look at that Giant sideline, one thing about them, they don't take off their mask. Like you don't see anybody on the Giant sideline without a mask. Look at that. Look at them flop like that. That's going to be an encroachment. Yeah, Cam isn't playing well either. He's definitely coming. I mean, he probably hasn't been able to really work out for like 2 weeks, so probably tired. And he was like hot. He was playing really well, and then he missed like I think what 2 weeks, 1 week and a half or something like that. So one thing that I don't understand is Nick Saban and Trump had it for like 2 days. Unless they said that the Trump diagnosis or the Trump going public with the diagnosis was late. But Nick Saban, he tested positive and he had it, and then like 2 days later, he didn't have it. Like I don't understand that, but I mean, all I can do is just consume the news. I mean, I don't know. But like every time we hand the ball off, there's space there. The only time where we can't run the ball is when Jason Garrett tells those receivers to run inside the tackles and try to block a defensive lineman. They're saying that's a 2nd and 1. That was definitely a first down. That was most definitely a first down. Like no part of him touched the ground until after he fell forward for that first down. Like I don't know if you want to throw the challenge flag on that because it's 1 yard, but that looked like it's a clear as day first down to me. And yeah, like they probably thought it was a first down, and we had to waste the time out because they got the spot wrong. And it is not that long of a first down. Like, and watch we not get this first. Like, this is what I mean, man. That was definitely a first down. That was definitely a first down. And now we're not going to get the first down because of a bad spot. Yeah, I don't know how Teddy Bridgewater is throwing the ball with gloves on either. I don't know how he's doing that. Yeah, he's taking a lot of risks for being out there. Yeah, I'm glad we picked up that first down because that first call was horrible. It's like Garrett, like every time we run to the left and every time we don't bring a receiver in that's like standing in between the tackles to help block, we always get yards. So we should never do that receiver thing. We should never do that. Wide open across the middle, Darius Slayton. I know he's not injured. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. First of all, we only have 3 receivers with jerseys. Like, first of all, we have 3 receivers. So I mean, like I said, we do not need anybody else getting hurt. Oh, it looked like his knee just hit the turf right there. Hopefully, he can just shake that off. Oh, that's his foot. The same thing since before the game. Yep. I mean, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't get it. And now we only have 2 healthy receivers. The Broncos have kicked 6 field goals today. Oh man, his foot got folded up. I see it. Hopefully he can come back, but right now we have 2 healthy receivers. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do not. This is why you always come into the game with more than 4 receivers with a jersey. Like it's like the universe is trying to get Dave Gettleman to trade for a receiver. When we should have Robbie Anderson on the team right now. We have 2 healthy receivers. This is ridiculous, man. Freeman is running for his life, man. Like Freeman is just running for his life. No, we didn't let him walk. We traded him. We traded him. That's what we did. The thing is, we'll be able to run the ball on this team. Look at this, man. Bringing those receivers inside of the line of scrimmage. I don't understand why he keeps doing that. Why does he keep bringing those receivers in to block like that? You're bringing more people into the box. Why does he keep doing that, man? Jason Garrett is an idiot. He's just stupid. Like, why does he keep doing that? Every time we don't get any yards. It just makes me so mad. And that's a first down. Like, it's just a waste of a down every time he brings a receiver in to block. Like, you're bringing in more people in the box, and these receivers can't block. It doesn't matter what he has to work with. You don't bring receivers in to try to block when our offensive line is dominating. They're literally dominating them in the run game. And he's making it worse by bringing more people into the box. No, we traded him. We didn't let him go. We disposed of him. And look at Daniel Jones with the ball in his hand. Daniel Jones doesn't slide at all. Like Daniel Jones doesn't slide. He's not going to do that. He doesn't know what sliding is, and he doesn't know how to slide either. All right, look at. I mean, Goldman hasn't gotten 1 carry, but Freeman has been looking good. Oh, was that Goldman in on that play or something? Empty set. Dion Lewis. Oh, Darius Slayton's back out there. That is pass interference. Thank you. That's pass interference. You can't do that, man. And the funny thing is, like, there's really nothing he could do on that play. He just broke too soon because he wasn't really open. Like, he wasn't really open, but the fact that he broke on that pass early is the reason that he got that call. So Slayton has one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen. Wow. That is not a catch. That is not a catch. He tried to throw the ball away, first of all. Like he got drilled and tried to throw the ball away, but that didn't look like a clean catch. That didn't even look like he landed in bounds, but whatever. Yeah, Slayton is back. I just won't believe that that was an interception because it didn't look like he landed in bounds. And they're probably reviewing it right now. I don't understand why they don't throw any fade routes at Darius Slayton with him. Like he gets one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen, and they don't throw him a fade route. They bring him inside to the heart of the defense. Like if you ask me, that wasn't a catch. He didn't catch that in bounds. That's not a pick, man. He wasn't in bounds. He didn't get his feet down, and his shoulder was landed first, and he landed out of bounds. Like he caught that, and his shoulder landed out of bounds. Let's see. Catch in his hands, no feet, elbow touched. Elbow is out of bounds. He is not in bounds. That's not an interception. That's clearly not an interception. That's right on the line. He's out of bounds. That's not an interception. It's not like his elbow landed right out of bounds. And this, what a mess, man. Like that is not in bounds at all. His elbow is on the line. Like at this point, he just tries to throw the ball away. His elbow is out of bounds. I can't believe these referees, man. His elbow is right out of bounds. It's like not in bounds at all. I can't believe that call. Like I cannot believe that. And now, see, and this is where defense just gives up because the referees just called a horrible call. Now they're going to just let them run the ball all of a sudden. Like we just got absolutely ripped. We just got killed by that call. I usually try not to like complain about the referees. Like I didn't complain in that Dallas game where they called back 2 touchdowns, but that was just a bad call completely. Like clear and obviously his elbow was on the white line. Clearly out of bounds. So now our defense has to go out and get another stop. And I bet you the NFL is going to come out and apologize for that play, just like they did for that holding call that didn't get called against Andy Dalton last week, where we had a sack, but they held, and Andy Dalton threw it to Michael Gallup and basically won the game. They came out and apologized to us for that. So yeah, looks like we got the same referees. Like you would think, like high definition replays, remote controls, zooms, all of that, and you still say that that ball was caught in bounds. What a mess, man. And then they're like, I see idiots on Twitter saying that Daniel Jones. What do you think Daniel Jones was doing? He was trying to throw the ball away and he got hit. People are just so stupid. All right, I need Lamar to give me some points. Did he score? Perfect, perfect, perfect. What's going on, Herb? I mean, yeah, I mean, like now they're throwing another flag. Unnecessary. All right, these referees, man. These referees. These referees, man. What happened now? What happened now? You can't. Why would you hit him in the head? That was really stupid. That was really stupid. He just headbutted him in the back of his head. And look at this. Oh boy. Like this should not be as difficult of a game. We should be up like 20 something to 10 at the very least. The fact that they had the nerve to really call that an interception, though. No, that should not have been completed. All right, it's third down. We got to get off the field. We got to get off the field here. There's no way that you didn't catch up to him on that throw. Throw it was in the ball in the air for like 40 seconds. Exactly. You know, that would be great if we had someone who would score a touchdown. And look, they've left this wide open. You got to make an open field tackle, and you refuse to do it. And like, this is ridiculous because he has no business doing this. We have no business letting this happen. Like, I just can't believe the fact that oh boy. First of all, he obviously got that first down. But second of all, they did not catch that interception. But that just happens, you know. Well, Herb, we're not going to have DJ for much longer if we keep getting calls like this. And you know, John Mara listens to the fans, so the fans are blaming, you know, obviously a throw that he was trying to throw out of bounds. They're saying that he made a bad decision when the cornerback didn't even catch the interception. Like, Giants fans just want to be in quarterback hell for some reason so bad. The Jets are definitely getting the first pick, and they want to take Justin Fields, and he's going to come in this situation. The reason that you would take Trevor if you had the first pick is because they're calling him a once in a generation prospect. Now, if you don't have that pick and you take Justin Fields, he's going to come in and do the exact same thing. He's going to come in and do the exact same thing we're seeing because Justin Fields can't carry a horrible team. He's not a once in a generation prospect. Oh boy. That call just made me so angry. The fact that you like clearly saw his elbow out of bounds and you decide to like you literally decide to call that an interception, really? And of course they'll get this call right. They'll get this challenge right. And at this point, you can't get mad at our defense. What are they going to do? Give up like 17 points or 13 points? Like you can't even get mad at the defense for this. We're playing against first of all our offense that Jason Garrett is killing the drive every other drive just with this horrible play calling. And then you got guys making horrible calls like this every week. Like the Giants aren't good enough to overcome all of this, all of these calls And then bad coaching too. Stop this. Get him out of bounds. Yeah, you see flashes every week, but I mean, it's his second year at this point. We need to see more, even though he doesn't have anything to work with. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is a beast, but like I said, it looks like the Jets have put in Joe Flacco. Sam Darnold obviously was healthy. He came back in that game that he got injured. I don't understand this. What are you going to throw a flag? Like our defense has got to keep them out of the end zone because it's nothing worse than a red zone interception that leads to a touchdown going the other way. That's how you completely snatch momentum. And our offensive line has been protecting for the most part. We've been able to run the ball. I think either we trade Ingram before the deadline, but we can't do that because at this point, if we trade Ingram, Daniel Jones has no weapons, like nothing at all. And if you're not going to trade him, I mean, you might as well just pay him peanuts at the end of the season. Yeah, he wasn't going to catch that. And now there's a penalty. Like you just can't make this up, man. All right, and as ineligible player downfield. All right, finally get something going. Going against them because the referees have just handed them flag after flag. Like it seems like with the Giants, the referees like they can't see things, they miss things all the time. But with other teams, they got their goggles on. They see everything. And like this is what a competent offense looks like. Routes working off of each other. Oh boy. Yeah, I've never lived in New York, but I'm a Giants fan. Been rooting for them probably since about what 2002, 2003, something like that. But I was young back then, so I just kind of picked the team. All right, come up. Like we need to force a field goal at this point because this is getting out of hand. First of all, we should have like a touchdown because I believe we would have scored a touchdown if they had not called that an interception. All right, we get a stop right here. Everything is good. Get a stop right here. We're good. No flags. We're good. All right. Make them kick the field goal. Looks like Logan Ryan was playing corner right there. So yeah. He covered for like 6 seconds. All right, miss this field goal real quick. Miss another field goal for us. All right. Tie game. That was not an interception. You see his elbow out of bounds. Like, oh boy. All I need is just one touchdown. One touchdown from this offense, and that pretty much seals it. Because every week we see these highlights from the game from the Giants page, and it just it sucks to see the highlights after we lost. So they just need to score a touchdown and seal the game. Because Washington isn't going to score if we score. What we need not to do is turn the ball over. Like, that's what we don't need to do. Yeah, receiver's fun, but I don't know. I like corner better. Prefer doing the hit and then leaving yourself open to get hit. O lineman, the linebacker, yeah, that had to be fine. But as an O lineman, you get to hit people too, so it's a little different though. I'd say linebacker is more similar to it's like the it's like the quarterback of the defense, but at the same time, it's like playing running back for defense because you got to find the holes, plug them up. They just benched Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I don't understand these teams, man. I think this headline is just saying it the wrong way. Like, I don't think Baker Mayfield got benched. It's more than like, why leave a man here to get injured? Yeah, time does fly. I was a freshman in 2011 in high school. Looks like they're using our method for kicking this ball off, kicking it off inside the 10-yard line, making us have to pick it up and make a decision. Yeah, I don't want this dude Justin Fields. Yeah, they're usually a way better tackling team than this. They're usually really sound tackling. But for some reason, when they play teams that they shouldn't be giving up points to, all of a sudden they can't tackle. All right, let's go deep. Let's take a shot. Why are you winding up like that? Like I don't know why he winded up like that to throw the ball 2 yards. Now that looked like that was going to be a big play. If he would have caught that, that looked like that was going to go for something, but got tipped. 3rd and 10. Looks like they're going to just punt it back. Like at this point, like can Jason Garrett be gone? Like his offense at this point is obviously broken. Like Golden Tate used to be so dynamic after he caught the ball, but now I guess he's pretty solid on 3rd down. He doesn't drop the ball like everybody else does. No, I think Jason Garrett's offense is the reason why Daniel Jones has 113 yards in the 4th quarter. That's why. Yeah, Golden Tate, however long ago was definitely fire, but Golden Tate right now, he catches it and that's pretty much where it stops, which is hilarious because he used to be the Yak King just like 2 years ago. Even better than Odell as far as how many yards he consistently got after the catch. That ball was way too high. And this is what makes me question Garrett because DJ was never inaccurate. Like he might make a bad decision, but he's never been inaccurate. So it's like, is he uncomfortable? Is it like I just don't get it. And look at Deshaun Watson coming back. Look at DJ getting chased by the whole team as we punt it back to them, hoping our defense can get another stop. Just think about if we would have kept Odell. Yeah, we need to win this game. Like, if we don't win this game, like that'll be ridiculous. Because like, if this team that showed up against the Rams showed up, Washington like they shouldn't have scored at all. If the team that showed up week 1 showed up this week, we'd be winning by like what 14 points right now. But we're playing down. We're a bottom 3 or 4 team in the league, and we're playing down to a team that's like bottom 2 in the league. Like we have no business even being like close in this game right now. Like the game should be done. Yeah, like it's the same story. The game should be out of reach for them because we've consistently been able to run the ball, and it's just a couple of penalties, and that's what happens. The Dolphins are actually pretty good this year. They're actually pretty good. I'll give it to them. But we should not have gotten beat like that. I feel like the Giants came out and just took that for granted and said that they would be able to win easily. And then they realized that those players were still NFL guys in a great system on defense and offense. But they had no business getting beat like that. They came out with no respect for their opponent. I just saw a stat. The Giants are they have 10 drives of 10 plus plays this year. They've only scored a touchdown one time. You saying that the Dolphins or the Niners don't have an offense? Because the Dolphins have some weapons. They're going to put up some points today against the Jets. But the Niners, they don't. I mean, they've got that scheme gets people open. It gets people open. It gets people yards. So all right, 3rd and 2. This is the chance to get the ball back. Let's see. Like if you look at who's out there for this team, like there's no one out there for them. Like there's nobody that should scare you. And like they're manufacturing first downs. First of all, there's no one keeping contained. So our defense is having to cover it. Like their secondary's having to cover for like 20 minutes because there's no one's keeping contained. And they're just throwing it short, running their little 5 minute offense. Like I said, if this team can't come out of this game with a win, then you're going to start to see a lot more people flip over to the other side of tanking. Because at this point, like, where are they going to get any wins? Because if they can't beat this team, what team are they going to beat? We don't play the Jets this year. The Bengals can score. Pretty much. Pretty much because that is all right. So we got a 3rd and 9. That's what I mean, man. Like, that's what I mean. Kyle Allen should not be doing this. He's throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, and they're not making these tackles. Third and 9, we need to get off the field. We need to get off the field on 3rd and 9. Bradbury messed up on McLaurin. They ran a pick play, and he sacked. And he fumbled the ball, and we're taking it back. See, this is what happens against teams like this. This is what happens against teams like this. This is what should have been happening the whole game. Doesn't it look so great as a Giants fan to see another quarterback fumble? To see another quarterback fumble like that for a touchdown that's wearing number 8. I always start the team that's going against Washington. I always start the team that goes against Washington for my fantasy team, and they're paying off. They're giving me points. And you know, when your team goes through all of this stuff, like you don't get that excited because you're like, you guys owe me like 40 more plays like this before I can actually be really excited and be like, I'm a fan. All right. 20-19. 20-13. That should be the nail in the coffin. Like they shouldn't be able to come back from this. So who forced that fumble? Was that Fackrell? Fackrell is getting money, man. Fackrell is doing his thing. Like Fackrell is really what's that, like 4 sacks or something for Fackrell? And a pick 6. So he's responsible for like 2 touchdowns the last 2 weeks. The first one was the pick 6. This week was the forced fumble. Yeah. Yeah, I expected him to play well because he just got pretty much benched when they brought in Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith. He was a starting level outside linebacker. And he can cover. So he's at 3 sacks on the year. So I'm still mad about that red zone call though. Like that should not have been an interception. It's clearly out of bounds. So our defense just made a play. Now all they got to do is just not give up a big play. Because that's all they've been able to do is pretty much throw it short and hope that we can miss tackles. And so far, that's been working for them enough to get like 13 points. So whoa. So now, if they're going to call that other play an interception, they need to give us that interception. Here they go playing that zone, leaving people open. Kyle Allen isn't bringing this team back from that. He just can't do it. They don't have the weapons. They don't. They don't have it. Like without help, like major help from these referees, they're not coming back. See, if the Giants can come out and win this game, I can actually watch this next game, and just be relaxed. Because this is going to be a good game. All right, 2 minutes left. Looks like they're going to let it run down. They could have gave him that play. All right, so 2 minute warning. What is it, 2nd and 10? I don't think personally that there's any way that they're going to be able to score a touchdown against this defense, knowing that they have to throw the ball. But crazy things have happened. This team is known to surprise people, and I don't think so. I don't think that they'll be able to do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I'll just say that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to just hold on. All we got to do is just not allow a touchdown to a horrible offense. Like they're not good. See, if the Giants can come out and win this game. And they always come out with like the long 3 minute, 4 minute commercial breaks at the end of games. Like this is when you need to get right back into it. But I guess they do this so everything matches up as far as the time for the next game. But I need them to just go ahead and wrap this game up while we have the lead before, people start acting crazy. Yeah, I'm waiting on the Bucks game too. I just hope I can watch that game. I think I'm probably going to try to stream, part of that game too. We just need to get a couple sacks, come up and make that tackle. Logan Ryan has been playing a lot of corner today. He's been playing a lot of corner. I think that's because Darnay Holmes has been out. So, whoa, we got some pressure on that one. Just got it off though. Kyle Allen has thrown it what 39 times now. That should not be a recipe for them winning. Like he's taking the check down on every play. How did he get injured on that tackle? Another reason why people should be wanting them not to score is because look how boring this game has been. And if they score, it'll go to overtime. Like we don't want that. We want to be able to see the next game and relax with a Giants win. We don't want this game to go to overtime. I'm so glad they didn't call a face mask on that. I think he just grabbed his jersey, but it could have looked different to a referee. All right, hurry up and get this dude off the field, man. Like he's right beside the sideline. Wrap the game up. Like let's wrap it up, man. Get him out of here. Philip Rivers is what he's thrown like 3 or 4 touchdowns a day. I cannot have them losing to Philip Rivers. The Bengals cannot lose, man. Joe Burrow cannot lose to Philip Rivers like this. What's going on, Les Toast? You guys just is the game over? Because they've been killing the Browns 38-7. 30, yeah, the Browns got destroyed. That's bad. All right, go ahead and wrap this game up. Oh, that was so close to an interception. He missed it by a hair. Like he missed it so narrowly. Like that was so close to getting picked off. I can't believe. Oh, I thought Golden was going to have a chance to intercept that. Appreciate the support, Les Toast. But that's a good play by Marcus Golden. They've just been throwing it short every play. And McLaurin in that open field would have been deadly. Like this is an offense that we don't need to be giving up much to. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. There was a false start and the entire defense didn't come out there and play. There was a false start and the entire defense hesitated and they took advantage of it. And they're going for two. Yeah, there was like I said, there was a false start and the entire defense hesitated. And it looks like they're going to go for two. And they're going for two, I think. And Riverboat Ron is going to go for two. Oh, please do not let this team get this 2-point conversion. Like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Thank you. No, no on the 2-point conversion. No on the 2-point conversion. That's game. Unless they get this onside kick, it's game. Look at Jabril Peppers doing back. Yeah, done deal. The reason they scored that touchdown is because their left tackle false started. He jumped early, and the entire defense was like pointing at him instead of covering. Like they thought that it would get a flag. Oh boy, I really thought that they would make it easier this game, but they really made it difficult. And that's another instance of the referees doing something, man. Like we almost lost this game because the referees didn't call that false start. But also, they got to play, man. They can't just be worried about what the referees are going to call. So we got to get this onside kick, not act like the Atlanta Falcons, and that's game at that point. So the last time we got a win was against this team in December, and it looks like we're going to do it again. Now, Joe Judge being a special teams head coach, if they get this onside kick, I'm blaming it on you. I'm blaming it completely on you if they get this onside kick. If you should have them ready for anything, they should be ready for this. All three touchdowns were in the same spot of the end zone. No, he couldn't have ran that in. They had somebody spying him, and he pretty much he didn't really have anywhere to go. He didn't. Yeah, like if you look at the play, I'm like a minute and something ahead of you. But if you look at it from the other angle, he didn't have anywhere to go because they had two guys there covering the wide receiver, and one guy was stepping up to stop Allen from running, and the other guy was staying in coverage. All right. See, now that's how a Joe Judge special teams coach looks as far as recovering the onside kick. What's the flag, man? What's going on with the flag? Offsides on them. All right. Kneel the ball out. Finally. Finally, they get a win, man. Finally, they did a win, man. Look at Joe Judge getting congratulated on the sideline. Like, this has not been his fault. But I'm happy for him. He finally got a win. Hey, much respect, Toast, man. Like, we finally got a win. Now, let's hope this team doesn't fumble the snap or something. And I got people calling me to talk about. You can see people on the sideline trying to starting to take their mask off, and Joe Judge is like, "No, don't get too excited." No, this game should have been a lot easier, but I'll take the win. I'll definitely take the win. 100%. I will take this win. Like I said, we should have won this by like 14, but and I guarantee you, if this game would have went in overtime, they would have lost. They would have figured out a way to lose this game. But now it looks like the curse is over, so I'll take it. So hopefully next week it'll look like the curse is over, and we'll be able to really win an actual game. But I will take the win. Hopefully they get some confidence. Well, done deal. You got to also remember the Washington defense isn't that bad. They're not really that bad at all. Their defense, their pass rush is really good. So, I mean, Washington gave up like 13. Yes, it's just Washington, the Washington football team. So they gave up 13 to us. It looked like Nick Foles been dotting them up all day. All they got to do is run the clock out. Montgomery is perfect for icing the game. But thanks to everybody that came through to the stream. I'm probably going to upload a post game reaction and give my thoughts. And then I think I might be back in about 30, 40 minutes to go ahead and stream some of this Bucks and Packers game. So salute to everybody that stepped in today, and see y'all in a little bit if y'all jump into the second stream.